Alright guys, so notes today are actually on a handout, so make sure you have this paper. This is the paper that you need. Writing equations and inequality notes. Okay, so we're going to be writing, we're not solving today, well you'll see a little bit on your assignment, but on your notes we're just going to be writing them. Okay, so let's talk about keywords that'll mean different things. So for equations, the only symbol for equations is your equal sign. That's it. Okay, so if it says write an equation, it has to have an equal sign. Words that go with equals are total. Total is a word that most of the time means equals. The word is also means equals. So like Carrie is 12 years older, blah, blah, blah. That'd be like equals. And also, this one's simple, equals. Okay? And y'all been writing equations before, so those are words that mean equals for equations. However, for inequalities, we have different words. So let's just write the 4 inequality symbols. We have greater than or equal. We have less than or equal. We have greater than, and we have less than. Okay? Now you might want to write kind of small because I'm going to write a couple things in here. This one right here, greater than or equal to. So it could say is greater than or equal to. It has to have that is there though. Is, and it's hard to see, is greater than or equal to. Yeah, that is important. Okay. This one also could say at least. If I say he has to have at least this much stuff, that's greater than or equal to. Alright? And also, any problem dealing with saving money or saving to save for something also is greater than or equal to. Because if you're saving money, you have to have that amount or more. Okay? Alright, so this one right here, make sure you put the is. This is less than or equal to. Is less than or equal to. Okay, kind of read. Is less than or equal to. It also is at most. Okay? And any problem dealing with a budget. So if you're budgeting for something, you can spend less than that or equal to that, but you can't spend more. So it's less than or equal to. Okay? This is greater than, but it has to say is greater than. Without the is, it just means adding. Okay, so you have to have the is greater than, or it's also is more than, or anything like that. Is more than, is greater than, is taller than, is bigger than, anything that means that. And this right here is less than, or is fewer than, or anything else that means something like that. So is shorter than, is smaller than, is anything that kind of means lower. Okay? Two more things I want you to add here. Greater than or equal to is also a minimum. Like a minimum speed limit. And then less than or equal to is a maximum. So if the speed limit is a maximum of 70, you can go 70, or you can go less than 70, but you can't go over. Technically, you can't go over. Okay? A lot of words that mean just what inequalities are. And at some point, you're just going to have to figure it out by reading the problem. So here, for each of the following word problems, we're going to write the equation or inequality, and then we're going to explain what the variable means. The variable is just the letter. Okay? Alright, so it's kind of hard to read here, but you can read on your own. A local youth group, no S, wants to go to a leadership conference and has budgeted $1,200 to go. They estimate travel expenses to be $450 and each student to spend about $65, okay, per student. Write an inequality for the situation. So already I know inequality, I need to write an inequality, okay? And I also see this word budget, budgeted, okay? Well, budget, we saw up here, goes with less than or equal to. So here's how you're going to start this off. How much are they going to have to spend no matter what? And if you see here, the travel expenses is $450. So no matter what, they have to spend $450. Okay? Plus, each student has to spend $65. So it's $65 per student. Excuse me. So that'd be $65 per student. So you could put an X here or you could put an S. It doesn't matter. So $65 per student. And it's budget. So I know it's less than or equal to how much is in their budget. And it is $1,200. Okay? So $450 to travel plus $65 per student. And what that is has to be less than or equal to $1,200 because that's their budget. Alright, that's the first thing you have to do. The second thing you have to do is you have to explain what the variable means. Well, the variable is S, right? And it's $65 per student. Okay? So right here I'd put the variable means, and remember, $65 per student. So the variable means students. That is a complete sentence. You're not just going to write students. You're going to write a capital letter, a period. The variable means students. Okay? All right, that's it. So we're not solving here. You will later. All right, so now, Deborah wants to buy a used motorcycle from her friend for $1,400. God, $1,430. Jeez. She has $365 right now and plans to spend, or to save $200. Oh my God, I cannot speak. Ugh. Plans to save $210 every week. Write an inequality for the situation. See it again, inequality. Okay? So right now, she has $365. Okay? Plus, she plans to save, this word save is going to come in a second, save $200 every week. So $210 every week. So $210 per week. Okay? Here we're saving money. So remember I said saving is greater than or equal to. Okay? And then $1,430. Okay? So she has this much money plus $210 per week, greater than or equal to $1,430. And then we need to explain what the W means. So the variable means $210 per week. So the variable means weeks. Okay? All right. Last one on this side. Jared has $20 and plans to save $5 every day to buy a stereo that costs $300. Write an equation. So here I want an equation for the below situation. So equation means equals, right? So right now he has $20 no matter what. $20. Plus he's going to save $5 every day. So $5 every day. An equation means equals. Equals, how much is the stereo? It's $300. So it's $20 no matter what, plus $5 a day equals $300. And then the variable is D, stands for days. So the variable is days. Now you can use X's, it doesn't matter. You don't have to use a D or whatever it is. You can use an X, but just put the variable means days even though it's an X. Okay? Flip it over. Real quick, word problems. These actually came from tax tests from years before. You read along with your paper, but I'm going to read it to you real quick. The Alejo family budgeted $2,000 for their vacation. Their budget consists of $800 for travel costs and $75 per day for other expenses. Which inequality best represents the number of days X the family should have stayed on vacation? Okay, so first of all, if you're spending money, are you going to be adding money on a trip or are you going to be taking away money? And you're going to be adding money. Like you're going to have to pay for more and more and more stuff. So you should already think these subtraction ones are no-go. Okay? The difference here between A and B is the inequality sign as well as where the X is. So I'll show you both. Real quick, this one says budgeted. So I told you budget should be less than or equal to, correct? Less than or equal to, which automatically means A is correct. But another way to know that is it's $75 per day. Okay? So here, $75 per day. But here, there's no letter with the 75. So that's wrong. A is correct. So you're kind of have to go through and do the best you can with this. Okay? Last one. At the beginning of the school year, teachers had 240,000 sheets of copier paper to use. If about 2,000 sheets of paper are used each day during a school year, Which equation best describes the number of sheets that are left after D days? So let's think again. You have a whole bunch of paper, and then you're using some every day. So are you adding or taking away? And you should think, I'm taking away because I'm using paper every day. So I'm going to get rid of my pluses. Okay, I only have my subtractions left. Okay, now think, are you using 2,000 every day, or are you doing 240,000 every day? Okay, and you should think, well, no, I have that, and I'm taking away 2,000 every day. So A is correct. This stuff's hard to kind of figure out. You just kind of have to reason through it with me, okay? Those are your notes. Put them in the note section of your binder. Get to your assignment.